Across an open field, two Russian soldiers advance steadily, unaware of a silent threat above. A Ukrainian FPV drone begins its low approach from behind, gliding smoothly over the terrain. Focused on their path, the soldiers remain unaware of the approaching danger. The drone closes in, locking onto its objective. Moments later, it accelerates and makes contact. The silence shatters, revealing the harsh reality of the battlefield. Under the blazing sun, a lone Russian soldier moves slowly along a dusty road. Fatigued, he takes shelter in nearby brush, unaware that he has already been observed. High above, a Ukrainian FPV drone monitors his position. After a brief pause, the drone descends with precision and engages the target area. The surroundings fall quiet once more. In this conflict, even a moment of rest carries risk, as constant aerial surveillance leaves few places unobserved. In another instance, a Russian soldier was tracked for several hours. Reconnaissance observed him moving slowly toward his positions, carrying a rifle in full gear. Exhaustion eventually forced him to stop near a tree to rest. Removing his helmet and backpack, he attempted to regain his strength, unaware that his movements were being closely monitored. The drone hovered patiently, waiting for the right moment. When the FPV finally descended, the soldier barely had time to kneel. Realizing escape was impossible, he froze in place, resigned to his situation. The strike was precise and decisive, leaving the position completely neutralized. This sequence illustrates how operators employ persistence and patience, tracking a single target until the optimal moment for action arises. Another clip shows a soldier running across an open field with full gear. He notices the buzzing of a drone and attempts to fire at it, losing valuable time. The operator, remaining calm, circles around, forcing the soldier to move erratically. After a brief chase, the drone dives in from behind and neutralizes the target. Russian soldiers are shown using a small rest area as a makeshift base for rotation. Ukrainian operators quickly identify the position and send in an FPV drone straight into the site. The blast tears everything apart, leaving nothing usable behind. Russian forces attempted to infiltrate Ukrainian positions. Following successful defensive actions by Ukrainian troops, the opposing assault was repelled. An enemy infantryman was observed taking cover near damaged structures. However, upon noticing Ukrainian drones, the Russian infantryman began to flee toward open terrain. A Ukrainian FPV kamikaze drone quickly intercepted him. The drone struck the fleeing soldier with a powerful impact, resulting in a massive explosion. The soldier was wounded and could no longer move swiftly. Refusing to surrender, he remained on the ground. Ukrainian troops then deployed a second FPV drone, which locked onto the target. With precision, the drone descended rapidly from above and delivered a devastating final strike. This time there was an even more powerful blast. The impact of the explosion rendered the opposing infantry unit inoperative. A civilian vehicle driven by a Russian soldier moves cautiously along a dry dirt road under the blazing sun. Suddenly, a Ukrainian FPV drone impacts the front windshield, jolting the vehicle and filling the air with smoke and dust. Despite the shock, the driver maintains control, gripping the steering wheel tightly and continuing forward. Each bump in the road grows more difficult to handle, yet stopping isn't an option. Another threat could be approaching. With urgency, he accelerates, navigating the exposed terrain with little cover in sight. Still, the soldier presses on, demonstrating focus and resilience. In this conflict, even a simple drive demands constant vigilance and unwavering composure. Three Russian soldiers move along a dirt road, pulling a small cart loaded with equipment. Seeking rest, they step into nearby brush and take shelter in the shade. A Ukrainian FPV drone observing from above monitors their movements. One soldier becomes separated from the group, and the drone targets his position with a precise strike. Nearby, another drone engages the equipment cart, scattering debris. Further down the road, a third soldier enters a damaged building, unaware of aerial observation. A Ukrainian drone follows, striking the exposed structure and shaking the walls. Another drone approaches slowly, carefully targeting before delivering a second impactful strike, causing the building to collapse. On this battlefield, few positions remain concealed for long. Ukrainian drones conduct continuous surveillance, identifying movement, separation, and potential cover. In contested urban zones marked by destruction and occupation, Ukraine has launched a measured FPV drone operation reportedly focused on residential buildings suspected of sheltering Russian personnel and UAV operators. These derelict apartment blocks, located in areas under Russian control, are believed to be used for both shelter and improvised drone command functions. Ukrainian drone units, using real-time intelligence and aerial surveillance, identify and mark locations thought to have military significance for precision engagements. The drones are employed to disrupt command nodes and reduce the viability of using repurposed housing for military purposes. This effort forms part of a broader approach to undermine enemy operations within occupied civilian areas, turning previously overlooked structures into tactical objectives. The stated aim is not to target civilians, but to limit the use of civilian infrastructure for military ends and to diminish the perceived safety of operating from such sites. In this evolving phase of warfare, where technology and intelligence intersect, even damaged homes may be reassessed for their military value. The skies remain active and movements within occupied territory are monitored closely. Through sustained surveillance and targeted engagement, Ukrainian forces seek to challenge adversary control at multiple levels, on open ground and within built-up areas. A Ukrainian reconnaissance drone patrols a dirt road lawn used by supply convoys. From above, the operators notice something unusual: several Russian FPV drones aligned on the ground, concealed between patches of dry brush and dust. They are not airborne, they are waiting. It's a trap. The Russians have positioned unmanned aerial vehicles directly along a route known to be used by Ukrainian forces. Within minutes, Ukrainian drone operators respond. Armed FPV drones carrying munitions are deployed. Moving low and fast, they engage the dormant Russian systems with pinpoint accuracy. One by one, the targets are neutralized in a series of detonations. Smoke rises, debris scatters, and the road bears the scars of the engagement. The reconnaissance drone remains overhead, documenting the aftermath and confirming the complete neutralization of the ambush. This is more than a tactical success, it is a message. Ukraine's ability to detect and mitigate threats before they activate is reshaping how battles unfold. Warfare is no longer limited to guns and trenches, it is now about who sees first, who responds faster, and who controls the skies. Every drone serves as both scout and strike asset. Every road, tree line, and open corridor is under watch. For those planning ambushes, exposure increasingly means being neutralized. A group of Russian soldiers were spotted near Marinka in the Donetsk region, moving toward concealed positions inside ruined houses. Once identified, their location was targeted by the Ukrainian 414th Unmanned Attack Aviation Brigade, which launched FPV drones against them. Here comes the first precision strikes. With the first strike, one of the 3 soldiers was neutralized. Another rushed into an underground shelter they had prepared, but the drone struck again. In the end, they were left completely defenseless. A high-explosive drone strike destroyed the underground position as well. The last Russian soldier, hiding inside the house in panic and fear, was struck by a 3rd drone. In the end, not a single member of the assault group remained active. A Russian soldier moving alone in open terrain in the Toretsk region was detected by the 414th Strike UAV Brigade. Another pickup truck parked nearby suffered the same fate. Russian drones struck one by one, leaving nothing but wreckage and fire in their path. The sudden precision of the strikes left Ukrainian troops stunned and disoriented. In moments, the entire supply convoy was reduced to ashes. In the Pokrovsk direction, a lone Russian soldier was spotted. He carried no weapon, no equipment, most likely a deserter from the front. Realizing a drone was watching from above, he tried to run. After a long and desperate attempt to escape, exhaustion finally forced him to stop and rest. At that very moment, the drone released its payload directly onto him. What do you think about these drone strikes? Share your thoughts in the comments.